where we got super into Burt Lancaster, which is your favorite um, actor. And I saw all these videos of great moments and great lines he has. And I'm looking at him like, it reminds me a little of Dad, which is probably why you connect with him. Like he had this charisma to him. He was like so charismatic. But he also had this real masculine energy, right? And I look at it, I'm like, God, I want more of what Burt Lancaster. You know?
Suave.
Yeah, James Dean, kind of, that kind of thing. Bad boy. But I still also like girls and women. So I'm still in the club with the two of you.
That's good.
Don't ever kick me out of the club. I really want to be focused on girls on women. So make sure I'm part of the club.
Sam Elliott. This is it. It's not Shepard. It's Elliott. Sam Elliott.
Yeah, he
You've
looks
seen him,
familiar.
right?
Sure, I've seen him and stuff.
Just this got a very deep voice,
Right,
and
right.
and he always says very little,
Right.
but looks kind of sweet, but like contained. I think you'd like. I think you should see. I think you should.
Just a minute ago, did it never occurred to you to be feminine?
Me?
Yeah,
I've never been feminine.
it never been feminine, and it doesn't occur to you to be.
No.
Is it something that occurs to someone, or is it something that they just are? Like
There are men who are feminine.
there are men who are feminine.
There are women who are masculine.
Right. So it's just kind of the way they are. It's not something that occurs to them.
Right.
They just be it. They just
Right.
are it.
Yeah, you just who you are, and that's who you are.
Yeah. And so you just never felt feminine. You never felt like you had feminine traits. You were always masculine.
I don't know how women think.
Right. Oh, I say that's interesting.
Does anyone?
Does anyone understand what women think? Is the real question. If someone figures that out, could they tell any of us, please? Because
Yes,
we would like to know.
Please.
There's a puzzle there, right?
Mystery.
There's a
The
mystery.
greatest mystery in the universe.
I think so.
What is a woman thinking?
What is a woman thinking?
There's been Shakespearean,
Totally.
monologues written about,
Yeah.
the mystery of women.
Right.
What happened?
Yeah.
What are they thinking?
Yeah. It's like that's been the topic of literature and movies and books for centuries, right? And then people will say that women are more complicated than men, and that's probably, in general, a valid statement. Right?
Women have a lot more to do with the world than men. They have children.
Mm-hmm.
And how else besides children do they have?
That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot for sure. Are there other ways? So you're saying having children is the main way that they're.
Yeah,
that
and they have all kinds of ways of dressing. And,
He doesn't even know how funny he is.
And you can just put on a shirt and a pair of jeans and
yeah.
go on with your day.
So they've got children, or often are the ones taking care of the children, and then they have lots of different things they wear.
Yeah.
And then what other ways are they, like?
Different.
Yeah, or like more complex than men.
The makeup and the hair and
Yeah, a whole lot of stuff.
A whole lot of stuff.
Men get up out of bed and they throw something on, they go out. Women have to look in the mirror.
Probably 80% of men do indeed just get out into that, or whatever the percentage
I
is.
don't look in the mirror. They know what they look like.
Especially back in the 50s, right? They know what they look like. Look, I look like this, and that's just the way it is, right?
oh my god.
Whereas women are more likely to maybe put
They
makeup
get in
on.
the mirror
This and this and.
Why do they do all that?
because they're more attractive.
You'd think if they were more attractive, they wouldn't have to do
Because
that.
they're more attractive. It might have something to do with the way they see themselves, or or society's expectation
Yeah.
that they, you know.
Women are much more attractive than men.
I happen to agree with you, but I know a lot of people who would not agree with you.
I agree with you.
It is literally hard to even imagine men being more attracted to women. It's literally, I can't, it's like I have to do this imagination that's beyond my ability.
I've never met an attractive man. But I've met a lot of attractive women.
Yeah.
No, Dad, let's take one of the most attractive men like Burt Lancaster. Come on. Is he attractive?
Well, in a masculine way.
In a masculine way. There's a good answer. That was a very political answer.
I wouldn't call him feminine.
No, he's not
That's
feminine.
too funny. I've never met an attractive man. That was his quote. I have never met an attractive man.
What actors did your wives like? Like, who are they attracted to?
That's a good question.
Like, do you remember anyone that your girlfriends or your wives were attracted to?
Well, they're always attracted to people like Errol Flynn.
Errol.
Really?
Flynn.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going way back.
That is going way, way back. What do you think they liked about Errol Flynn?
Very masculine, I guess.
Kind of a again the simple.
Not peaches and cream.
Not peaches and cream. So Errol Flynn was a very masculine man, and okay, I'll buy that. I'll go along with that.
Errol Flynn. I wonder who our mom was
that's-
attracted to. Who Kit was attracted to in
Yeah.
in the movies.
You think back to our mom, Kit, your first wife. There you were in Connecticut and Los Angeles, and maybe there was a
She
movie.
liked Nicholson.
Really?
Jack Nicholson?
That's
Oh,
so
isn't that interesting?
Wow.
Because you know what? You look like Jack Nicholson.
I don't think I look like Jack Nicholson.
There may be particular pictures from when you were in your 50s and 60s. I think there are some that kind of have a resemblance to. Now, so
You think Kit liked Jack Nicholson, huh? Hmm. Anybody else that she liked?
Errol Flynn.
between those two, you're set.
What was the one that Dad liked? The guy you said.
Burt Lancaster.
Burt Lancaster.
Yeah.
Did Kit like Burt Lancaster?
I don't know if she liked him. I liked him a lot.
When you see images, and I'll send you some clips that I've discovered since then, you will see it and you'll be like, that's Dad.
Of Jack Nicholson?
Of Burt Lancaster.
Of Burt Lancaster.
It's amazing, like the speaking voice, the kind of like thing, you know.
So you think it's like
Certain
practice?
Yeah, I think that he saw himself in Burt Lancaster. What do you remember? What Kit liked about Jack Nicholson? Was there something besides the way he looks? You know, was there?
Not really.
No. So it's kind of like probably the way he looked combined with his charisma, because he was a great actor, right?
Yeah.
He would do all those great lines like, "You can't handle the truth." Remember that one? Errol Flynn, Jack Nicholson. I mean, Jack Nicholson was quite a amazing actor and very charismatic and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, he could be very funny.
He was very funny, wasn't he?
Burt Lancaster?
It's Burt.
Terry, when I show you the
He's a handsome guy.
he's very handsome. He actually looks like my friend.
He looks like a football coach.
He looks like her friend Michael Azeri. That's what I realized. But anyway, he's got that stereotypical maybe square jaw kind of thing. And Terry, there's this one movie called Rainmakers, which is Katharine Hepburn and Burt Lancaster.
Oh, Katharine Hepburn.
And it's their best movie together in terms of the chemistry between them. And she is arguably the best actress ever, right? Mm-hmm. Like the Meryl Streep of her time. This movie blew me away. And again, there's so many moments where it's like, that's what Dad would say. He'd go like... So I think when you saw him, you resonated with him, but you also really liked Muhammad Ali. There was a charisma that he had that you liked.
He was very handsome. He was always going.
Muhammad Ali would do this with his chin? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
he'd go.
Probably, I could imagine him doing that because he was kind of like, I'm pretty,
Yeah.
right?
I'm pretty.
I'm pretty.
He always talked about how pretty he was.
He did, and he also was pretty. So he was. I think he might have been like just saying the truth, you know.
Or a boxer.
Look at that.
Fly like a butterfly and you sting like a bee.
Who's that? That Errol Flynn?
Oh, let's
That's
see what
Errol
Errol
Flynn.
Flynn looks like.
And who?
I don't know. I'll look her. I'll check. But Errol Flynn.
Oh,
look
he
at that. It's very dramatic.
certainly does look very good looking.
That's a very dramatic picture.
Dark
Let's
hair.
see who that is.
I can completely see. Now I want to see the documentary because there's a documentary now about every well-known actor.
I'm sure. Well, it was a while ago, right? Errol Flynn was.
Yeah.
He was like 40s or
40s. Yeah.
50s or I don't know.
Yeah.
He was.
That was a while back.
That was a while back.
We watched the Bob Hope documentary the other night. It was really interesting. Errol Flynn. Interesting.
Errol Baron Flynn.
Errol Baron
That's his
Flynn.
middle
Oh,
name.
even the
Baron.
names are bad. Because like Cary Grant was definitely not born Cary Grant, right? He changed it to.
Did he play Peter Pan or like?
Cary Grant?
No. This
Oh,
Errol Flynn.
Errol Flynn. Good.
This. It
Going
looks
for the
like
beer.
Robin Hood. Did he play Robin Hood? Errol Flynn.
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's interesting.
That's the most famous.
Yeah, that
picture, I
image
think.
looks like definitely a kind of a Robin Hood-y.
That's the
role.
picture I remember of him.
That does somehow resonate, like Errol Flynn, Peter Pan, somehow from some reference. And Muhammad Ali would say, "I fly like a butterfly and I sting like a bee," and
That's interesting.
he's gonna.
Errol Flynn boxing. You were talking about.
Nice.
Was Errol Flynn a boxer too?
Errol Flynn? I don't think he was a
That's
boxer.
an awesome picture.
Here's a picture of Errol Flynn
And Burt Lancaster
boxing.
had roles where he was a boxer.
Yeah, he was
an
probably
amazing shape.
acting as a
Yeah.
boxer.
Yeah. So I think that was also part of it. His dad liked the boxing energy of someone who had the confidence to go in there and be
Right.
like, "Arr."
Strong and not very smart.
Well, maybe that's part of the theme. But
Right, like the rhinoceros.
This brings us back to the rhinos and to the SpongeBob's, which means that the SpongeBob's may have been good at boxing, but that's a whole other story. Oh, I love it. And Burt Lancaster, I think, is the white Muhammad Ali in terms of heroes. Of did you see another funny?
It's not for
reference?
video consumption.
Oh.
But read the comment.
Oh my, that's really interesting. We get fun texts sometimes from our friends.
Errol Flynn got busted with a 16-year-old girl.
Oh, that's what that was.
Oh, really?
Oh, whoops.
Oops.
Okay.
At 16? Oh.
Yes. This is
His wife was Patrice. Errol Flynn's wife was just this woman. That's Patrice. I don't know her last name.
And Errol Flynn was within us.
And then he cheated on his wife, Patrice, with a 16-year-old.
And back then they could get away with it more than now. You get much more likely to get in trouble for that. But back then it was like Kennedy, right? They all did that kind of stuff. Let's steal some of your beer. It's good beer, Terry. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. I think I should probably head out. I gotta go. It's 8.
We were just bonding. To be continued.
I was supposed to have dinner. I was going to make dinner for Deb tonight, and I.
Oh, yeah.
Robin of Locksley.
Robin of Locksley is Robin Hood.
Uh-huh.
That's interesting. But that's the original. And again, like a courageous kind Right.
The music.
And what a noble thing to steal from the rich and give to the poor.
You should really teach Gisborne hospitality.
He's carrying a deer.
It is.
Try to snatch it from
Is there a deer on his back? How manly is that?
He literally just dropped the deer on this table with a bunch of men.
Dead, yeah.
Like that's a whole different era of movie making. Like that's a whole different taste in movie scenes.
So funny.
Terry, it'll be fun to do perhaps on the next trip because I'm hoping to make these into more of a regular thing by talking to David and saying like it makes sense. Like he should have regular visits and it's good for us. I think I can't imagine with expressing it that us not doing that. So, but to do something where we'd have a day or like an afternoon where we watch a bunch of the movies that are in his memory, maximum memory, which is 1945 to 1963 or 4. Because when those come on, he, first of all, because he loves the charisma, and he remembers it, he ends up saying all kinds of things, and and you pause it and like talk about that scene and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Hey, you should definitely do the CBD for him, for Dad.
Yeah.
And cannabinoids. We're giving you cannabinoids. It's good for you.
That's so awesome, too.
Cannabinoids.
I can't even tell you how.
Put that into your, mark it in your calendar, your timeline, and see what happens with this. You might put that into.
Yeah.
You never know. Like.
Sure.
That could be an interesting aspect of your movie or whatever if you do.
Oh right, that's a good point. Oh yeah, nice.
Historical. Thing.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I see what you're saying now.
So you remember? I think you could even just put it in water or something, or maybe put in some apple juice so it's covered. It tastes good, but you put in 20 drops into something. You could even put it into his.
Yeah. Okay. So it says serving size, 0.6 milliliters. Approximately 20 drops. So 20 drops equals 0.6 milliliters.
No. No. 20 drops equals 5 milligrams.
Okay, got it. So
one
approximately
drop is
So approximately 20
0.6.
drops, and it is 20 drops per day.
I think to
Is
start.
that okay?
Just go through this bottle and see if it makes any difference and if it's worth trying more. We could up it, There's no harm in doing more, except for it's expensive.
Okay.
But
are you open to having marijuana in your body?
Don't smoke it.
This isn't marijuana though. That's hemp.
I know. I was saying that for his reaction.
We tried to get you some joints, Dad, but we couldn't do it. Yeah. Did you know that marijuana is legal in California now?